Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today I wasn't planning on filming a video, but I was inspired by SMT Mainline's holiday display challenge. So I'd like to talk about my holiday display a little bit more informally than sometimes I do. I have a couple of videos from the last couple of years of this display. This display has been up for as long as SMT Mainline has been doing his challenges, but this is the first year that I've actually stumbled upon it in time to participate. So I plan on posting a bunch more videos on this. I've filmed a whole bunch already, but they're a little bit more formal than hopefully what this video is going to be. We'll just go into the history a little bit, and we'll just kind of go over some of the stuff. So yeah, we're here in Brockton, New York. We're at the church that I am the organist for, so we're not at my house. And like I mentioned before, this display has been up for a couple of years, so it's become a little bit more streamlined, and it's grown quite a bit. So I'll be excited to give you a little bit of an in-detail look at what we're doing. And of course this video isn't scripted because I'm just sat here having not planned this video at all. So let's take a look at what we can find in the village. You'll see for this challenge, if you take a look at SMT's video, that there are really only two criteria, and that is that one, there be a train, and two, it has to be a winter scene. So let's take a look at the trains that I have set up here. So the main train that I have is an older Bachmann ON30 train set, and I'm actually kind of using a mix of two holiday train sets that I have. This train set here that came with this locomotive and tender came with these three North Pole and Southern passenger cars. It did not come with this tank car, but I bought a second freight set, which is the only set of these I bought new that has freight cars. So I bought the main set here used because, as I mentioned before, we're in a church, and so I get to share this with everybody Sunday mornings when we have our services, but kids like to touch things, so this is not in the greatest of condition ever, so I'm not so worried if somebody were to accidentally knock it over or do something not careful with the model. Of course, I try and make sure that no one touches anything, but you know, that just doesn't happen. I can't really be here to show everything all at once. You know, sometimes I need to be in the other room doing something else. So, like I said, this is the main train. We have Bachmann Easy Track going across the layout, and I'm using this really old Bachmann controller that somehow manages to work, so that I'm not taking a nice controller from home. And then on the other track, let's take this off the tripod quickly. On the other track here, which is just a display track, I've got another coach that I bought using Amazon gift card, and another freight car from that passenger set, and this White Pass locomotive. And this again is another Bachmann ON30 260, but I bought this one on eBay after last year I was having problems with this engine, so I bought the White Pass used, but like new, and that was the main engine last season. I would have kept it for this season because you can kind of see that there's nothing broken off here. This engine is in perfect condition, but some kids tried to play with it, so I brought back this other engine. And I think it's nice because, you know, we have the red and green of the winter colors, and it matches the other cars that are on the train set. So, trying to keep the nice things nice and not worry so much about this workhorse here. We'll pause the train at the station just to take a look at an overview of some of the highlights of this layout, and then we'll call it a day for this video. So the first thing that you'll see when you come in is this Merry Christmas from Department 56, which a lot of these pieces I got on closeout or something, these little pieces that you might not notice if they weren't there. And I've got a good amount of space here just in case anybody bumps the tables. So nothing is able to fall off right away. You can see we have an old station here where we can stop the train. And I have this nice farm scene in the back corner with a bunch of farm animals. And then of course we have our main street, which goes across the whole village, which, by the way, this is an 8-foot by 60-inch village, I believe. I used 2 tables from our hall here and put them together so I can run wires down the middle. Excuse me. You'll notice I have a couple of nice Department 56 buildings kind of mixed in with some cheaper and older buildings. And if we come around here, we can look at some of the nicer buildings. First, we have this cinema, which is lit up so well. It's a really neat piece, and that's new this year. As well as the back street, which I have only ever used one main street, but I had enough buildings this year. In fact, I have some that aren't even on this layout that made a second street for. In the center of the village here, we have this beautiful church with stained glass windows, and this is probably my favorite piece of the collection. It's just gorgeous. Also in the center we have this lit up fountain, which, as you can see, has real running water, and that is one of my favorite pieces. And right in front of the church, it looks really gorgeous. And in the back, another one of my favorite pieces is this father and son opening a Lionel train, which is a really neat little piece from Department 56. Keeping going through, got some more buildings. Of course, we have the sign that says welcome to the church. And here we have a little Christmas tree farm with some trees that have been cut, and a coffee and cake shop, and some more houses. Have a little logging area next to the tree farm, and some skaters who are about to skate on the pond. And because we're in a church, there is a manger scene with a piece that has Jesus, Mary, and Joseph, which I will put out after Christmas. I also have a set of New Year's people that I usually put right in the front. So it really is a nice display. It's got a lot of things going on, and of course there's a lot more I can do, but I hope you've enjoyed this quick look and overview of the Christmas Village. Really appreciate you tuning in. Thank you again to SMT Mainline for giving me the inspiration to do this video, which I wasn't planning on making. But I very much appreciate that. I'll make sure to link his video down in the description along with the hashtag that he has for the challenge, in case any of you who are seeing my video would like to take a crack at this as well. So thank you to him, thank you to everyone for watching this video, and we will see you on the next one.